Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboard Bros 1975. A using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Longboard Bros 1975.
What's his name? Mullins? Yes, very good. Sean Mullins, that's good. That came out there. 6 points. In which year does this week's top 3 have Dreaming by Blondie at number 3, Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles at number 2, and
No one's got a DVD stacker.
DVD stacker? What do you mean? Hey YouTube, Noise Post 1975, and welcome to a pickups video. Haven't done one of these pickup videos in absolutely ages. No particular reason other than I spent all of yesterday pretty much in bed. I completely exhausted myself, so I was up this morning at like 8 o'clock, and I thought, you know what, after I had breakfast, I thought, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to Clevedon, because Clevedon is really, it's about, I don't know, 20 minutes away. It's really good for charity shops. In that, I mean, in such a small area, there's like 5, 6 charity shops and a new kind of bric-a-brac shop that I didn't know existed there before. Then on the way back, I'm going to go to Nelsey, which is on the way back or on the way too, depending on which order you want to do it in, which is also really good for charity shops. You know, great number of them in a very small enclosed area, and I'm very glad I did, because I got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm really happy about. I don't know why my voice went wavy then. Oh, you probably saw a bunch of clips at the start. It's not really pickups in the wild video as such. It's just I had my phone on and I just, you know, filmed a little bit. You know, it's quite disappointing actually, but I like showing people my neck of the woods, if you will. So yeah, there was a little bit of that at the start. I'm filming this before I edit that, so how much there is, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I've got all the receipts and stuff and can remember where they came from. So hopefully they're going to have sticker tags on, and yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about it. But so when we went to Clevedon, and I went into this like new bric-a-brac shop, and oh, I saw this in there, by the way. How cool is this? And yeah, I saw this in the cabinet, and I thought, oh my god, that was the stuff of legends when I was a kid. I've just given away what it is if you sat through that. In fact, even if I put it at the start of the video. But yeah, this was, I don't know, in 1980, what was this? This was probably 100 quid. Hey, if anyone remembers the price of it back then, let me know. But basically, I wanted one as a kid, but there's no way our parents would buy that, you know, for one of us, because, you know, there were 3 of us. There was me, my twin, and my older brother, so Christmas was pretty fucking expensive. for them. Now this obviously isn't the original one. It's a retro remake, but it's got suspension apparently, full command input accessibility, I guess is how I would word it, that the original one does. I can't remember the original one now, so this is probably smaller. I don't know, memory serves me right, because my friend had one, that this is probably the same size. But are you ready? Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. I think it's safe to say, dependent upon your age, if you remember this, you know, you were growing up around about the same time I was. But yeah, big track. Basically, you input commands, there's a whole bunch of keys, you know, numbers, directions, fire. You input like forward arrow, 5, meaning it would go 5 paces forward, then right arrow. You would program it. You know, it wasn't state of the art or anything, but it was, it has got suspension. It was pretty good for back then. You could get a trailer for it as well. But yeah, I saw this and it was a tenner. And I was like, I'm having that. I'm having that. Because I never had it as a kid. My friend had it. We used to play on it. And so I know it sounds stupid, but it's a lost thing in my childhood that I never had it. So I am going to learn this. I might even do a video, but I am going to learn it. I had a quick rant with it. It scared the crap out of my dog. It wasn't deliberate, but yeah, look at it. I'm pretty sure that's the same size. Looks pretty similar in, you know, design. But yeah, I mean, I saw this and I just regressed to being like 5, 6 again and just went, I'm having that. And the bloke put batteries in it and he downloaded the manual. He found the manual off the interweb, so I can learn it if I want. The only thing is, I was going to say there's a lot of it, but there's not really. It's just nice big chunky text. But yeah, awesome. Big track. Always wanted a big track. More so then than now, but got it now because I never had one then. If that makes sense. That kind of got away from me, but seriously, hey, if you remember Big Track, please tell me your memories of it as a kid, if you had it, or, you know, whether or not you simply couldn't because of its price. Anyway, that, my friend, is win right there. That alone was worth the price of admission, even though I didn't. You know what I mean. This as well, this was in Nelsey on the way back. There's a factory store. I think it's just called the factory store. I don't know what it is. They're like, they buy up used stock or old stock or maybe fire damage stock or something like that. Stock from other people, from factories, I guess. And they had sweets, toys, clothes, you know, kitchen stuff. And it was all reasonably cheap. Now, I don't know if this is from some sort of movie series of toys, because this is one of my favorite. I'm not saying it's a good movie. This is one of my favorite car movies of all time. One of my favorite cars in a car movie of all time. And so if it's from the movie, which is Gone in 60 Seconds, then it's what was that, 1999? Yeah, basically, I own that movie. I got the director's cut. I basically watched it from the point where he tries to steal Eleanor, which is this. So there's a whole bin of them. Look, it's Eleanor. Is it a 67 Shelby Custom? I don't know, it's been a while since I saw it, but yeah, Eleanor, that is epic. I stayed in the box and it's going on my shelf of plentiful goodness over there, but honestly, I love that. Yeah, 67 Custom, Movie Star Mustang. That's what it says. 67 Eleanor, and it's stamped with the Gone in 60 Seconds logo, which you can't see because it's tiny, but it is a really, really nice detailed car. I don't know, it's not Hot Wheels or anything. Oh, no, it's made by a company called Green Light. I will have to look them up, and there's a really random sticker on it that says Heatside Trading Limited, Surrey. I'm not sure what that's got to do with a model 67 Mustang, but yeah, seeing that, and I was like, holy amazeballs, I'm having some of that. This wasn't picked up today, but it is a pickup, so I am going to show it, because I haven't played a FIFA game since one of the ones, I think the last one on the Wii, and I really liked it. And yeah, so because I heard that they fixed all the problems from the previous one and it's got legend mode, I picked up it for the Xbox One, because still loving my Xbox One. I know I'm 3 years behind the party on everyone else, but I'm still finding the graphics are amazing, and I thought I have to have a football game on my Xbox One. Shame it's got that twat Ronaldo on the front, by the way, but who, interestingly, they give the highest stats of in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, he's a superb athlete and he trains really, really hard. You've only got to look at how Wayne Rooney's let himself go, and then look at this bloke. But I'm sorry, you are not the best player in the world anymore. You know, speed and everything. And if he's on your team, he's an arrogant bastard. That's a nice touch, and selfish. Anyway, so that wasn't picked up today. Look at that. Now, some of these might seem like odd choices. Some of them are absolute no-brainers, but I had to. There's a reason behind everything I pick up, and I'll try and explain it. So, the first one was, if I see cheap Xbox, original Xbox games, now that, even though mine's used for coin ups and emulation, but I can use, play Xbox games properly, because if I use them on the 360, not all of them work, and sometimes they're just bordered and cropped and shit. And I had this on the GameCube, and it stopped working, and that's Conflict Desert Storm. B, Delta Force B, the SAS. It's the original, Desert Storm. Original Iraq War. It's complete. It was £2. You could argue that's expensive, but that's charity shop prices. But yeah, I was gutted because, SOCOM's better, but this is still a really, really fun, great little squad shooter, where you have to go, do you have to go for boot camp? I can't remember, but I just thought, I missed it. So I'm having that. Plus also it's nice to flesh out my Xbox, original collection, and yeah, it's a great fun game. Now this was 50p, even though there's no price on it, and this is a movie that I thought I had, but I haven't. And this is John Woo's, there's a giveaway, last movie before he went to the States, and that's Hard Boiled. I mean, I prefer The Killer, but the sheer scale of this, the end fight in the hospital is insane. But yeah, what's your name? Tequila. You can play his character, can't you? In what's the shit? I can't remember the name. There's a John Woo. What's his name? Chow Yun-Fat movie on Xbox 360 and PlayStation. But this is why America was playing catch-up in action movies years because of the John Woo stuff. This is just absolute... Right, realism is not its key, people, but this is absolutely insane. The scale is unbelievable. The firefights are absolutely fantastic. The originality and ingenuity in how they do them is just amazeballs. So I thought, I'm having that for 50p, and I thought I'll have this for 150 because I only started watching this very, very recently, and so I missed the first series, and that's Mrs. Brown's Boys. I don't really need to explain this, do I? It's the guy who created her, isn't it? Plays her, and he wasn't supposed to play her, but the person who was going to play her, when he went to stage or radio show originally before the TV show came out, cancelled or was ill or something, so he took it over and it's become his role ever since. But yeah, brilliant, absolutely hilarious. It's not politically correct, there is swearing, and yeah, basically he is amazing in it. And yeah, and they break the fourth wall, and often, like, if they make a cock up, they'll leave it in there, like, you fucking idiot, there's a microphone where you just walk in front of the sound booth. Anyway, any more? Oh, this, I don't know why it took so long to replace it. I got the lights a bit crap in it, so I can't believe it's got any special features. This is an absolute all-time classic. I don't need to explain this. If I do need to explain this, need to explain to myself, why have you not had this in your collection for so long? Why did you sell it originally, you cretin? And second of all, yeah, this is a masterpiece. Look at that cover. Minimalism, brilliant. John Carpenter's Escape from New York. So it's set in 1997? I don't know. Basically, it's a prison, isn't it? And he has to go in there. Is it Rescue the President? I'm a bit rusty on it, so I haven't seen it for ages, but I just know it's Carpenter. Carpenter very rarely puts a foot wrong. Just my opinion, put a foot wrong on the sequel. But yeah, I'll have that. That was 99p. Yeah, I can't read what special features there are, but hopefully it's, at least an audio commentary, and hopefully some stuff with Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's best character, by the way. Snake. Absolutely amazeballs. Classic, if you will. Is that? Let's finish off with the games. Two of these, you're probably going to think, what? Why did you buy those? Well, I'll tell you, but first of all, I bought NFL Fever 2004 for 50p from a charity shop. Never played it. I have no idea how good it is. Probably not as good as Madden. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. But, hey, it's complete. But I don't know, see, I just kind of contradict myself because I was talking about how good FIFA is and how good it looks. But to me, something is lost with the ultra realism with sports games. And I kind of like, they look good, they look nice. I mean, they're certainly a leap above PlayStation 1. But I kind of like the whole clunky, not photorealistic or anatomically accurate sort of appearance of sports games from this period. I'm guessing this is early 2000s, so it's Microsoft. It must be, it's NFL, so it's got to be licensed. But yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I might do a gameplay on that. I'll probably suck, bit rusty at football games. Most of my knowledge of American football I taught myself from the Madden series because, I never played it. It wasn't until Channel 4 started showing it back in the day. It wasn't a big thing. So yeah, if it's shit, don't tell me. Don't want to know. Want to play it, like American football games, and as I said, clunky graphics, old school. Now, the other two, I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for £3, complete And you might be thinking, why? Why? I don't know. It's what I've been after for a while because I've only ever played it, online and offline, and I love the campaign in this, even if it's only like 7 hours long. But I really enjoyed it, Modern Warfare 2, and it was the first first Call of Duty game I got when I just got my Xbox, my 360, because I was late to the party. My Xbox 360 I got in 2009. Touch wood, 70 quid in cash converters, and it's still running. It's red ringed once, but it's come back. I've killed one hard drive as well. Yeah, and I just remember this was great, particularly little touches like spoilers. The museum at the end where you can press a button and all the people in the museum, like, from various stages or different groups, combat groups and stuff like that, come alive. I really, really liked it. I just thought, people said it was the weakest of the Modern Warfare trilogy and it felt like a stopgap. I disagree. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And maybe I'm boring or stupid or both, but I still think it looks graphically lovely. Now, the next one I bought, again, I've owned both of these and I've got rid of both of them, but because they're in a charity shop, so I thought, why not? It's a Call of Duty title. It's £3 again. And yeah, it goes to charity, so I'll buy it. My favourite version of it is the Wii. Controls may not look as nice, but this is my favourite entry into Call of Duty. And it's a shame because this particular series has lost its way. I don't like super advanced warfare. Anyway, I've given it away. Call of Duty Black Ops. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, is this the first one to introduce... No, Zombies was World War II, but that wasn't on the Wii, was it? Anyway, so this is Treyarch. I preferred their Call of Duty games, apart from the two Black Ops 2 and 3. No, not a fan. Look at that, state-of-the-art security, a piece of sellotape. Yeah, I just like this because there was a chunk of it, there wasn't enough of it done in Vietnam, and it tied in with the characters from World at War, which I absolutely love. And I don't know, it just felt different for a Call of Duty game. Like the fact that it wasn't the modern age, but it wasn't super far back like World War II. It was, kind of in between. So you had like old school to some degree, but your weapons were basically entering the modern age of modern combat, if that makes sense. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Twists and shit are fantastic in it. And there's even that hidden game you can do when you're, spoilers, on the title screen and you're tied up in your chair and shit. Yeah. So now this was absolute solid gold. I don't know if you could still buy these. I don't know if they're discontinued. I could be wrong on both of those because I haven't looked online. I haven't caned off the only entry into this series I had before. I'm just itching for it again. I got me 3 seasons of MASH. I absolutely love MASH. Funny, moving, very emotional in parts. Boring random fact. It's about the North Korean War. North Korean versus South Korean War, Korea, as they refer to it, and basically it lasted longer than the war itself. But it's just, I don't know, I fell in love with it coming home from secondary school. It used to be on Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock in the evening on BBC Two. They used to have a different show every night, like old school one like that, to pad out the evening between, I don't know, kind of kids TV going into adults TV, because at that point 6 o'clock would be the news everywhere else. And I used to watch it every Wednesday on recommendation of my friend Luke Buckland at school, and fell in love with it. It's just amazing. So I got season 3, season 4, season 6. I'm assuming that they were all there because they said they had a whole bunch of them, but people have bought various ones, which is gutting because if I actually gone there, before now, I could have had possibly the whole set. But yeah, what is it? 24 episodes a season. 3 discs. You get your little pamphlet that explains it. I don't know. I absolutely adore MASH. I mean, people, if you've not watched MASH, start with the movie. And then move on through the show. But it's part of my childhood because I remember watching it, like I said, coming back from school. But, that's not where the disc lives, lady in the shop. But, I'll let you go. But yeah, honestly, it's funny. It's absolutely funny, touching, emotional, incredibly well written. And I dare you not to cry, seriously, in the final episode. So, yeah, it's been a while. I don't normally do too many pickups. I think this is probably maybe the second, if you're lucky, third this year. But yeah, I just thought I'd do it on account that it was just, one of those off-the-cuff moments, not intending to do it. And yeah, it paid out nicely with a whole bunch of shiny goodness. Especially this bad boy. Oh yes. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.